back, everyone. This is R. Wheatley 0206, and my video today is going to be about Playmates Star Trek figures. Now, like I said in my last video, I have tons of these action figures, and I wanted to show you a few of them tonight. I'm mostly going to show you the larger ones, but I did want to show you a couple of the ones that I have out on display that are like 5.5-inch figures. So I want to show those first. This one here is Spock from Mirror Mirror. Now, I don't have a lot of the 5.5-inch figures out, but I do have a few, and most of them are in boxes in another room. And this one is Edith Keeler. Very interesting figure. So that's a couple of my 5.5-inch Playmates figures, but so mostly I'm going to show you my 9-inch figures. Now, I showed you this one the other day. This is Captain Kirk in his space outfit. I actually have two of these. This one on the left, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but if you look at his gloves or mittens or whatever you want to call them, they let me see if I can get that to focus a little better. They have a thumb in them, and the material on these is a little bit different from this one here. As you can see on this one, the glove really has no thumb. It's just a little spot there where his thumb goes into. So there's a little bit of difference in these figures, and if you'll notice also, this one is an exclusive collector's edition from Target, where this one just has the plain old green dot. Okay, let me set those off to the side here. Next one up is the Talosian. Let me move this up a little bit here so you can see a little better. Whoa, sorry about the glare. This is the Talosian from the two-part Menagerie episode. Okay. Then along with my other, last time I showed you my Mirror Mirror Spock. Let me see if I can move this camera a little bit, get a little better angle on these figures. The light on it a little better here. Okay. So this is the Mirror Mirror Uhura, and it's exclusive to KB Toys. Like I said, these are all 9-inch figures. So that's Uhura. And here's Captain Kirk in his Mirror Mirror costume. Alright. And I also have Bones from the Mirror Mirror episode in his Mirror Mirror costume. Alright, now next up is the Star Trek Collector's Edition James T. Kirk in the outfit that he wore in the pilot episode Where No Man Has Gone Before. As you can see, it has the collar there that's different from the collar in the newer versions of Star Trek. This is, let's see if I can worm him in here. This is the classic Star Trek uniform that Captain Kirk wore. Okay. And then this one is from the pilot episode. Alright, next up, Spock in his classic uniform. This one here is a very low number as well. As I said before, these were numbered. And this one's 523. I don't know if you can see that or not. 523 is the number. Sorry. 523. Very nice figure. And I also have Spock from the pilot episode in his tan or gold uniform shirt, as Captain Kirk was wearing. And if you know anything about Star Trek, in the pilot episode, well, this is actually the second pilot that had Captain Kirk. The first pilot had Captain Pike, and in the first pilot, Spock looks a little different than he does in the second pilot, but the second pilot, he wore this shirt, the same as Captain Kirk's. And Captain Kirk was actually in the second pilot. And then this is Montgomery Scott from the first pilot as well. And it even tells you down here where no man has gone before. The 1966 pilot. I think the other pilot came out in 65. It was either late 64 or early 65. And then this figure here is Sulu, and this is also from where no man has gone before. So this was his costume in the pilot episode with Captain Kirk. Okay. Now we're going to go to the 12-inch Playmates figures. Let's see, let's adjust this up a little bit. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a little harder to see. Let me take this thing up some. Because these have a little door on the front of them that opens up. I don't want to bend it back too far, but so anyway. Get the glare off of it here. There we go. And this is the Montgomery. Maybe if I set it back farther it'd be better. Here we go. Let's try that. There. 12-inch Mr. Scott. And we have a 12-inch Uhura. Let's get this over here. There we go. That's better. These are very nice figures as well. Got a couple more I want to pull out here. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Guess I should have been a little more prepared. I've got these sitting all over the table and kind of hard to get to them. But anyway, so now this one here is my 12-inch Spock figure from Playmates. There we go. Okay, and the last one I'm going to show is Captain Pike. That's a little, well, there we go. And that's Captain Pike from the very first pilot of Star Trek. So anyway, like I said before, I've got a lot more of these figures, but some of them are still put away. Some of them are in here on shelves. And as we go along, I will take out more and more of these and make a video about them. But I really enjoy my Star Trek figures. I do have a few of these that are out of the package, but very few, because I keep most of them in the box. But I did tend to get a few out. Let me see. Well, I'll show it in another video. But I do have some action figures that are out. I have 2 bridge sets that Playmates came out with. One of them I have open and on a shelf, and the other one's still in the box. And, well, I'll tell you what. Let me go grab that one real quick. Let me move some of these out of the way to make some room to set it up here so you can see it. I'll show you the one that's still in the box. This is the one that's still in the box. And it's the Star Trek bridge set. There we go. And as you can see, it has Sulu over here on this side. It has Scotty right here. It has Bones right there. Uhura. Chekhov, Mr. Spock, and Captain Kirk. And this bridge set, this is all cardboard. The chair is cardboard. The entire bridge is a cardboard set. And I've got one that's out on the shelf, and I've got a couple of extra figures on there with it for a scene from one of the episodes. So I'll show that one on another video. But anyway, that's a few of my Star Trek action figure collectibles, strictly from Playmates. Everything I showed you here today was from Playmates. Kind of funny because yesterday I got in the mail one of the new Mego figure sets. Let's move this one out of the way. And we'll show this one. I picked up the Mego Mirror Mirror, Sulu, and Lieutenant Uhura. And I have it on my wish list, for my Christmas wish list to my kids, to get me the Kirk and Spock. My daughter told me not to pick up the Kirk and Spock from Mirror Mirror. It comes in a set just like this one. And she told me not to pick that one up, so I'm assuming that I have that coming for Christmas. So, reluctantly, I have not bought that one yet. So hopefully I get that one for Christmas. But anyway, with that's, like I said, a sample of my Star Trek collection. I will make another video later on showing some more of them. A lot of the 5.5-inch figures are actually boxed up and in my closet because I didn't have room to set them out in my room. So what I figure I'll do is change out, you know, figures from time to time in my room, and that way I can display different ones. Mostly I have the original series action figures, but I do have several from the Next Generation, and I do have a few from Deep Space Nine, and I do have a few from Enterprise. So yeah, I've got a lot of figures. Now I do have a lot of figures out on the shelf, but they're kind of stacked up so you really can't see them that well. Let me see. Let me do one thing here. Let me take you guys over to this shelf. See if you can see these. Okay. Here's some more of my 5.5-inch figures. There's some there. And there's some down there along with my phasers and stuff. But as you can see, they're just kind of stacked in the shelf there, one in front of the other. So anyway, with that, my friends, have a great weekend. Have a great week. And we'll see you all next video. Bye-bye for now.